Che bella cosa, una giornata e sole, un'aria serena dopo una tempesta, e l'aria fresca pareggia una festa. Che bella cosa, una giornata e sole, mannato sole, più bello è me, o sole mio, sta in fronte a te, o sole mio, sta in fronte a te, sta in fronte a te, sta in fronte a te, sta in fronte a te. Buonasera, buonasera. Good evening. It is Saturday evening. It is the 8th of June. Hope everyone's doing well. The doggies are all here. I'm all here. The ukulele is here. I got my Neapolitan hits book. The book is here. Neapolitan songs everyone loves. That's a little bit of a that's promising a lot to say everybody loves them, but you know, that was what marketing was like back in the 60s. They would say things like Neapolitan songs everyone loves. The world's best Neapolitan songs. I mean, it's really they're really selling it. They're doing the hard sell. Copyright. Okay, let's do the math. MCM, that's 1900. XXX, that's 3 and 5. Oh, 1935. Holy smokes, this book is a lot older than I thought. Copyright 1929, but then this book is from 1935. Oh my gosh. It's Neapolitan songs, but then they have a picture of a gondola, which is in Venice. So, you know, they're a little bit off on the geography. These are things I didn't notice. That's the nice thing about having a show. Welcome to the nosho. This is the nosho, which happens every night at 9 on the East Coast of the United States and at 6 p.m. in Los Angeles. Nice thing about having a show. Oh, I'm your host, Ethan Hirschenfeld. Buonasera. Piacere. Mi o mi. Very nice to meet you. Nice thing about having a show is while I'm presenting this, then I'm noticing things that I don't notice when I'm just looking at it on my own. I think that might be what makes me or that's a sign of my proclivity for being a performer. I think probably some people in a performance mode. Now, admittedly, this is just me alone in my room, but we're here with people watching, so it's a show. Some people probably in this situation of knowing people are watching them, they would be distracted and they would be less focused and they would be less apt to notice. Other people like me, I think, are more distracted when they're alone. So in all the times I've looked at this book on my own, I never noticed these things. Venice, but it's Neapolitan. The book is 90 years old. I had no idea. The book cost 50 cents back in the day. Wow. Oh, Spumoni ice cream. Spumoni. The dogs are right now they're being very sweet. They each have their own ball. They're right here at my feet. Here, I'll show you what's going on. Chaos will break loose. Oh, Gourmand, stop. Oh, a little bit of a growl. Wow. being a little possessive. Hello, Dave in LA. Hello, Neurogeezer. Hello, Bella Luna. Che bella cosa, una giornata e sole. Hey, Kathy. Hey, Mom. Hey, buonasera, Mamma. Hey, Ada. Oh, Ada. How you doing? All right, everybody. And hello, Richard. If you hear some squeaking in the background, what it is, it's not a squeaky toy, but it's a toy that makes a little bit of a sort of airy exhalation when the dog bites down on it. Che bella cosa, una giornata e sole, un'aria serena, dopo una tempesta, the calm air after a storm. Che bella cosa, una giornata e sole, a sunny day, the serene air after a storm. Che bella cosa, una giornata e sole. Ciao. What's up? Ciao, Babbo. What's up, Dad? Nice to see you. Manna tu sole, più bello in me, oh sole mio, sta in fronte a te. Oh sole mio, sta in fronte a te. Sta in fronte a te. What's up, Don? Buonasera. This is a song about the sun. It sounds, people think, I guess it sounds like a love song. It is. It's a love song to the sun. But that's a nice one. So there it is. The world's best Neapolitan songs everyone loves. Oh, it's from the world's best music series, 50 cents each. You could get the world's best Gilbert and Sullivans, the world's best children's piano pieces, etc. Cielito lindo. Oh, that's interesting. Beautiful heaven. That does not sound Neapolitan. Cielito lindo. Oh, and musica proibita. Hey, stop. Don't lick the book. Ugh. She's licking. Hildy, don't do that. I wanted to show you the other thing. She chewed on one book yesterday. So yesterday was pretty successful as far as books go. But she got upstairs. I forgot to put the stool in front of the staircase. So she went up the stairs when I was out, and she grabbed a book from next to my bed. And it was a book called Calculus Made Easy. Sort of a little review of calculus that honestly I was not reading, but I looked at it once in a while. I think it might be this Calculus Made Easy. I think it might be by the same guy, Thomas, who wrote the calculus textbook that we used in high school. Actually, this is a good time. Why don't I apropos of calculus. Here, I'm just going to reach over. I had an incredible teacher in high school, and he passed away last year. This was his textbook, so he wrote his own textbook about calculus. I still have it. His name was Stuart Gallinor. He was just an amazing teacher, a really great teacher. He was a very fun and entertaining teacher. He was also a scary teacher to me. The very first day I encountered him, I had him for 3 out of my 4 years of high school. And the very first day, freshman year, I had him for geometry, and I was just terrified because he was kind of intimidating. He had a sense of humor that was very sardonic, and I was worried about my math skills or whatever. And I think I said when I was home after the first day, I said, I think I want to switch into the other math class just to avoid this guy. But I'm really glad I didn't, because he was a great teacher. Anyway, this is his book, Calculus, A Visual Approach. So he was such a good calculus teacher that everyone in the class, almost everyone in the class, got a perfect score on the AP test. And it was just a lot of fun. Anyway, calculus. So Hildy has shown an interest in German, we've determined. That Proust self-help book. A little bit of English literature, Thomas Hardy. And now she also seems to have a taste for math. So, but this one, she did not eat the my teacher's book. I did get in touch with one of my classmates the other day from that class. She is now she became a law professor. And I floated the idea that I had the idea that it would be really nice to establish a scholarship, a math scholarship in his honor, in honor of Stuart Gallinor, who was really just an incredible teacher. So we're thinking about how to do that. Okay, now Hildy is kicking me in the foot. Yes, Neurogeezer, you're right. She's scratching my feet. You're right. She does like the old book smell. That's true. She also likes, I think, the smell of a book that I've been handling, or Kirsten's been handling, like a book that smells like her beloved Humans. Is this discussion of calculus going to lead to a talk about dentistry again? Yes, it is. TB 86,000. Thank you for reminding me. I haven't spoken about dentistry for quite a few episodes now. Neither endodontics, periodontics, orthodontics, or mastodontics. The mastodons, they had their own race of dentists that went along with that species. They're extinct. They were giant dentists. You should have seen the drills on the mastodontist. Spray the books with something that will spoil the smell. No, Neurogeezer, I appreciate the suggestion, but no, you nailed it 2 nights ago when you said just, block the books, which that totally works. I just failed to put the stool in front of the staircase. Hey guys, no growling. Let's all behave. Let's do another Italian song, shall we? Oh, by the way, so I wanted to just say congratulations to my friend and his family, his wife, his daughters, and to his daughter who had her bat mitzvah this morning. That was the big thing I was gearing up for, where I was going to sing Hava Nagila, but there was a miscommunication. It turns out they had me in mind for doing a rendition of it at the party at night, but I'm not at the party at night. It's happening right now, so I hope they're all having a great time. It's very nice to see. This is a friend of mine who I've been friends with for 44 years. Holy smokes. Yeah. So this is one of his many daughters. It was nice. It was very fun. Okay, let's see what the other Santa Lucia. A Francesa. The French girl. The font made it look like Franghesa. O Sole Mio. Oh, the Pagliacci. I did that on the show the other day. That's what I wanted to try again. I haven't looked at it since then, but it was so fun. Pagliacci. Do I know these chords? That's the question. Oh, man. This book's falling apart. So I didn't do the dance. No, that's right, Richard. I didn't do the dance. I didn't do the singing. Here's what happened. I was used to the thing in these kind of events in my family and in some places after the ceremony, like after the wedding ceremony, directly after it, a hora breaks out. A hora. Oh my God, we're talking about whores again. Last night it was Paul Simon, Come On From the Whores on 7th Avenue. Now we're talking about horas. Anyhow, that's what I thought they had in mind. Right after the ceremony in the morning, they would have a little hora thing, and I would be involved. But they had me in mind for the night party. European elections tomorrow. A friendly reminder of people living in the USA and Canada who have double citizenship. Oh, thank you, Ada. A nice public service, democracy-friendly announcement from Ada. Tomorrow, elections for the European Parliament. If you have dual citizenship, vote. Vote early, vote often. Put on a mustache. Put on a Groucho Marx set of eyeglasses and nose and go vote again. Wait, do I know that chord? A G augmented. Is that what that is? No, that's not a G augmented. I think that's it. Vesti la giubba. No, that's not right. Oh, that is right. E la faccia infarina. La gente paga. Oh, this is a tenor aria. I forgot. I have to do this down an octave. E rider vuole qua. E se Arlecchín vola colombina. Ridi pagliaccio e ognuno applaudirà. Laugh, 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 and everyone will applaud for you. You know what? I got to prepare this if I'm going to try to do it. Ridi pagliaccio sul tuo amore infranto. Hildy, what are you doing? It's chaos. Hey, guys. I got to figure this out. I think I need a studio. Stop it, Hildy. She's licking the calculus book. I think she really does like math, after all. Ridi pagliaccio sul tuo amore infranto. Ridi del duol che t'avvelena il cor. Wow, 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 wow. Welcome to the No-Show. Tonight is the No-Show. Richard says, you need a vacation. Yeah, maybe I do need a vacation. I don't know. Permanent Vacation. Whose book is that? Oh, is that Jim Jarmusch? A movie? Is that Permanent Vacation? I got to see that. A Month of Sundays. That's John Updike. Ridi pagliaccio. Tonight is episode 330. Welcome to the No-Show. Tonight is episode 330. The show began on July 14th. And July 14th is right around the corner now. It's just 35 days away. That'll be 1 year of the No-Show. All right, there's that song. Sort of. Oh, Hildy just went into her crate to lie down. Oh my God. She wants to broaden her horizons, absolutely. By the way, this is a mask. This is a mask that I brought back from Venice in 1996. Christmas 96. I was in Venice. I was there to do some lessons with a voice teacher. And the plan really went awry. I told the story at the Mosquito Story Slam a few months ago. This is a pantalone. You know, this commedia dell'arte, that art form in Venice, that theatrical art form that involves masks and these kind of stock characters. So this one character, Pantalone, this is him. This is he. I really like this mask. It hangs on my wall. He's got an impressive nasone. They would call it in Italian a naso is a nose, but a nasone is a big one, a big nose. Anyway, I can't remember what Pantalone does in the story or what kind of a character he is, but there it is. It's kind of creepy when you can see the eyes through it. Whoa, 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 whoa. It's made out of gesso. I met the mask maker there in December of '96. He showed me all of his wares. You know, it's like it's gesso. It's like made out of, you know, the same material that you'd make a cast out of. Hey, Gornamans, is it creepy? So, but he's missing a little bit of. I got to get it back to a master because he's missing a little bit of his gold. Anyway, there he is, Pantalone. We can look him up. Pantalone. Maybe it's Pantalone. You gotta disambiguate it from pantalones, which is just pants in Spanish. I don't think that this character's name is Pants. Oh, but that's funny. There is that actor who's Joey Pants, but his name is Pantaleone. Something like that. He was that actor from Midnight Run, and I think he was in The Sopranos. All right, I'm going to put it down in a way that it doesn't fall or break any further. Okay. You look like the alien in The Fifth Element with Bruce Willis. Oh, that's funny. I don't remember that character. Yes, Hildy might eat that mask for sure. Movement voter. Hey, Hildy. Oh, good girl. Hildy, as long as you're eagerly joining the show tonight. Oh, hey, I wanted to mention something. Good point, Bliquet. My girlfriend, the painter, should be able to fix it. Yeah, since she's in the paint and color business. Or my friend Doug Safranek, whose show I was at the other day. He's a colorist. I mean, he's not a colorist, but he does that egg tempera and maybe. And then my other friend James Sheehan, who's just an amazing painter who works in miniature. He's really a color maven. Color theory and all that is his thing. Sarah, I don't know what Goldblum is. Is Goldblum a color, or are you referring to the actor who played? Are you saying that the mask looks like an actor from The Fifth Element, and that was played by Jeff Goldblum? I'm not sure. Oh, here's what I started to say and what I wanted to say. Excuse me. I had a little bit of repetition. Excuse me. An eruption. I think in Spanish they call it an erupto. An eruption. Oh yeah, Jeff Goldblum. Yeah, he's great. So I made that video yesterday. I mentioned it to you. It's on TikTok, and it's gotten a ton of views now. It's weird. It's just me telling City Bike, which is owned by Lyft, that they need to do a better job of cleaning up the stations where the city bikes get parked. But now it has like over 10,000 views, and people are weighing in, and it's kind of fun. So I've recorded a few more of those. Gornamans just brought me this ball. This is the coronavirus ball. The coronavirus ball, which is made in China. Here, Hildy, come on. Oh, they're both looking expectantly. Okay. Sorry, Hildy. No favorites, but you can't throw one ball to two dogs. You know, you can't throw one ball to two dogs. That's an old adage that my great-great-grandfather used to say. You can't throw one ball to two dogs. The other adage that my great-great-great-great-grandfather used to say was, you can close your mouth, but you can't close your ears. You can close your mouth, but you can't close your ears. Whatever that means to you. Oh, it's taco night, Richard. Okay, I hope your tacos are good. A shout out to the chefs at the bat mitzvah this morning, because there was nothing on the buffet that was vegan. Even the steamed vegetables had butter in them. And I mentioned it, and they went and made me an incredible plate of something with cauliflower and a delicious medley, a mélange of flavors and textures from around the garden. Oh, Blue Lady, I'm glad you like that adage. You can close your eyes, but you can't close your ears. I wrote it today. I wrote it during the service when I was just kibitzing with the great uncle of the bat mitzvah girl. We were just joking around, and I said that to him. Are the dogs vegan? They are not. We once made our dogs vegan. Do you remember Dick Van Patten, who played the daddy on 8 is Enough? Great actor. I got to meet him once outside of New York City Opera when I was working there. Dick Van Patten had a line of dog foods, and he had a vegan dog food, Dick Van Patten dog food. And we fed it to Loki at the beginning because I wanted to make him vegetarian back when I was just starting on my vegetarian journey. But it was not good on his stomach. We have to, we also got back a test. I'm going to have a little more espresso. We got back a test. We sent off some of Hildy's hair, like a DNA sample, to this lab that tests for sensitivities. Kirsten had the very good idea of doing that because she has a bit of a complicated gastric life. Like our Doberman Great Dane, Boo, had a very complicated kishkas. So Hildy so far has some complicated kishkas as well. We're trying to find out what the right food combination is. We've been cooking a lot of potatoes and sweet potatoes to mix into the food, which is good for increasing the calorie intake because she was very skinny, but it's also good for helping with some of that stuff in theory. But we haven't solved it yet. So one of the things that came back as a sensitivity from the lab that analyzed her DNA, the way I collected her DNA is I had to follow her around for a few weeks. And one day when Hildy was inside a diner, after she left, I went in and I talked to the waiter, and then I went in the back of the restaurant, and they showed me the glass that she had been drinking out of, and there was a straw in the glass, and I got the straw and took it back to the lab, so we were able to get some DNA. No, all I did, actually Kirsten did it. She just took some of Hildy's hair and put it in a little plastic bag. Anyway, she's sensitive to barley. She is sensitive to barley. And I looked at the ingredients on the food we give her, and there's barley in it. So that might explain why. You get the idea. It's called science, people, okay? It's called science. The people who practice it are called scientists. Some of them are even doctors, if you believe in that sort of thing. Ridi pagliaccio. The movie Shirley Valentine has a great scene about a vegan bloodhound. Interesting. Thank you, Kathy. You can tune a piano, but you can't tune a fish. Thank you, Richard. You can close your eyes and your mouth, but not your ears. That's good. And I was thinking, can you close your nose? You can kind of make a face and close it. Don't joke during the service. Thanks, Dad. Yeah. Well, what else is a religious service for, but cracking jokes? And in the end, what mode of human discourse and communication brings us closer to our godly spirits than joking and laughter? None. That's what I say. So I say, if you're in a religious setting, if you're in a religious ceremony, crack jokes, laugh, get people laughing, and that's the most direct route to the heavens. Yes, exactly, Richard. That was my point. What science? I'm MAGA. Exactly. Yeah. Hey, Astral Shoals. Was that one of the rare barking loungers? I heard they were an erudite breed of slobber chops. I like that. That sounds like lyrics to a song. Speaking of a song, oh my God, we've been doing this for a half hour, people. Where does the time go? Oh, Irene, Goodnight. I forgot about that song. I love that song. I haven't done that in a little while. Because there was a song called Goodnight that just popped up. Good night. Oh, there's good night, ladies. There's good night. Oh, here's just good night. Now it's time to say good night. Good night. Sleep tight. Now the sun turns out. Oh, that's Lennon McCartney. Okay. The universe is always laughing at us. Could be. I'm listening to see if I can hear the universal laughter, the laughter of the universe. Yeah, it is. I heard it. Maybe I was just imagining it, but. Irene, good night. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dreams. Last Saturday night I got married. Me and my wife settled down. Now me and my wife are parted. I'm gonna take another walk downtown. Irene, good night. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dreams. Sometimes I live in the country. Sometimes I live in the town. Sometimes I have a great notion to jump into the river and drown. Irene, good night. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dreams. Stop rambling, stop your gambling, stop staying out late at night. Go home to your wife and your family. Sit down by the fireside bright. Irene, good night. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dreams. Oh, Karen, you've noticed my technique to smile to hit the high notes. Hey! There actually was from I think it was Corelli, my first teacher, who I think he advocated. Some voice teachers will advocate showing your canines on the high notes. Maybe I internalized that message. Oh, here we are. We're on to dentistry. So if you feel you're ha, it's more of a grimace. You're right. If you locate your canines, those two middle teeth, and then just to the right of that canine, you got a lateral. I mean, your incisors. You got a lateral incisor. The lateral incisor to the right that's tooth number 7. In case you're trying to learn the numbers of the teeth. if you're dentally curious, that's tooth number 7. The lucky 7. All right, here it comes, the outro. You want to know something? I feel like Goodnight Irene should become my outro because I'm a little tired of Always. I got to tell you, honestly. Okay, this is going to be the last. This might be the last Always. I think I might be switching to Goodnight Irene. I'll be loving you always, with a love that's true always. When the things you planned need a helping hand, I will understand always, always. Days may not be fair always. That. Do you hear Hildy drinking? It's really making a racket. That sounds like a waterfall. That's when I'll be there always. Not just for an hour, not just for a day. I'll be here at 9 always. Oh snap, it's the cops. Whew, they passed the house. All right. Shouldn't joke about that. All right, people. Movement Voter Project. Movement Voter Project. Have a peaceful night. Oh yeah, that siren might have been the. Oh wait, before I say goodnight, let me get the dogs up here to say goodnight. Also, hey guys, come up here. Hildy, come on. Hildy, Goodnight, come up. Okay, good job. There you are. There's Hildy. Okay, and here's Hildy. Oh, good. Oh, here. Okay, guys. Oh boy. Uh-oh. I think Gordamonts is making love to his sister. That's not allowed. Oh, well, they're both fixed. Hey, Gordamonts, come on. This is a family show.